Hello, I am Centimus Prime, and here I will be putting together the Dynadiver portion of the Modelroid Dynadiver model kit. Now, first and foremost, we will be taking a look at the parts from a bird's eye perspective. So here we have all these individually cut parts. Now, per usual, I did pre-assemble some chunks of the build because that's what I usually do. That's what I usually do for if I have to either mirror or duplicate certain parts of the build. That's just the usual thing I do. Now, with that out of the way, let's get started. Now, first, we will be putting together the middle section of Dynadiver. So first, we will be taking we'll be taking one of the actually first we will be taking these two yellow pieces and sticking them together. You can see that how they would connect through the holes, so they just sandwich together, and then you can just attach this yellow part, this yellow assembly, onto this black part right here, like so that this part is pointing the same direction as this little peg, like that. Then what you do is you take this part right here. It's like a little dumbbell ball joint thing. You push this through this hole. Push one side through. Then you rotate it till it fits in properly. Is that properly, or is this properly? I'm just going to say that that's improperly. Then you take this little piece, and what we're going to do is we're going to lay it in, we're going to fit this part in like so. And it's just going to sit there for now. Then we'll take this part and just sandwich everything in. First we have to poke the ball joint through. Then we sandwich everything in. It will take a second to squeeze these two halves together, but after you do that, you have something that looks along the lines of this. Then what you do is you take this part right here, you plug these two black pegs into these two black holes, then you just tab that in like so, and then you could just flip the yellow part. You could just fold the yellow part in like so, and you could turn it around. So what you're going to do next is you're going to take this front nose section and this little silver piece. Then what you're going to do is you're just going to slide it over and tab it in like so. Then what you do is you fit this over this like block end. Then you just push and tap, push it in until it's nice and secure. Very nice. Then after that, we can take this part and this part, these two parts, fit it over like so. Come on. Just fit that part fully in until it thoops in. So just plug into that hole. Then you take these two parts, you attach this clip onto this bar on the side, like so. Make sure each one is going on the right side. And a way to tell that is when you flip both of these up, make sure that each side is, that all the open side, all the tabs and stuff are pointed at each other. That's an easy way to tell if they both fit in nicely. Then what you do is you take these two wing pieces and then you clip these onto the ends of these parts. Like so. And you just do the same with the other. And then you can flip both halves up and tap them together. Then after that's done, you can take these two pieces. You can see how they're going to connect together. And you just sandwich both halves together. Then you take this part and just the tab that's on the top end right here. These slots are going to go into those grooves, locking that in place, sorta. Then what you can do is you can do that. Now we have these sections done. Done for now. Now let's work on the legs. So for the legs, you take these gray parts. Take this gray part right here with the ones with the holes, and you take one of these and you take this part. This part in particular, because these parts are mirrored. Just assume all parts are mirrored, and you should be super careful, because even parts that look similar can be slightly different and can mess everything over. It's best to pay attention to the numbers. But anyway, what's going to happen is you're going to line this shape up with this shape in here, so that everything can fit in nicely. Well, let me see if it's this side. Yeah, it's this side, I think. Yeah, it's this side. The side with these pegs. Then after that, you can take this. Hold on. Checking the instructions real quick. Okay, so you take this part because it does have a particular shape to it. You attach it to this end right here. You attach it like this. However, you attach it like this, so that's the end that's sticking out more is facing towards the bottom, like this. It's facing like towards the bottom, like that. Then after that, you just sandwich the two halves together without anything falling off. Then after that, you can take this part and just push it through this hole from that round part from earlier. So you just push that all the way through. Then what you do is you take this part with the paint and this small red part, and you're just going to slide this part into here. I'm just going to push that in like so. That way it's going to show off these red ends. Very nice. It's a pretty easy fit. Very nice. It's a nice fit. Then what you do is you take this part, and it's going to be different for each side. Then what you do is you take this and what's going to happen is this black part is going to slide into like this little like canal like area into this red part, so this can just slide right in. Then after that, both halves can come together and just be sandwiched in like so. Then after that, we can take this part, and as far as I can tell, this part from both sides are identical, from what I could tell, but don't take my word for it. So what's going to happen is this part's going to slide over here, and you're just going to push it in like so. Sometimes it helps to bend this part to lock it in place and then bend it back up. Then what you do, take this part, push it past this ball joint, and this tab is going to go into a slot that's on this block area right here. So that's just going to tab in like so, and just lock that in place. Then you take this part and you're going to attach it to here like so. Then what's going to happen is this part. So you take this and this, you just take these ends and just layer it over like that. These parts are slightly molded differently, so these parts are not going to fit if you do it wrong, if you like use the wrong ones for the wrong sides. So there's that. Then what you do is you take this part and this part. So what's going to happen is the round bits of the round, like the round ends of this part, is going to plug into this black hole right there. Plug it in like so. And then sandwich that in with this other half, and you can see how that can tab together. Just sandwich that together. Then after that, you can flip this over and then plug these two pegs into these two holes like so. Alright. Then after that, we can take this black part, attach this peg to that hole there. Then we take this part And it does have a very specific shape so that only one side can properly fit. This is the side that properly fits on the black side, on the black part. So if you look at it like this is the side that fits onto the black part. Okay, then you take the red part and just sandwich that together. Then after that, you can take this little assembly and you can, well, first of all, you can not take that apart, but you can just fit that over like so. Then after that, you take this part, plug it into these two holes. You can see how that works. Just plug this gray part into there like so. Then you can take this little thin piece and you can see how that will connect. So let's just connect it real quick. Then after that, you have a leg done, and of course you just mirror that. Then after that, we can build the foot. So the foot's going to be easy. You take this black part and this red part. So what's going to happen is these two pegs are going to attach to the holes like so. You're going to fit over like that, very snug. You're going to take this gray part and you can see how that will connect. So you're just going to push all that in. Then what you do is take this gray part and you plug it into those black holes. And you can see how that will fit in there. Then you take this red chunk, you slide it over this like nub thing back here. Then you lock that in place by attaching this part, which is different than the other parts. You can see how that's different. You attach this longer piece to the middle, like so. Just slide it under there. Then what you do is you take two of these and attach these pegs into these holes on the sides. And boom. Then you take the shorter ones of these yellow claw pieces and just slide that under. And then just do the same for the other talon. Then just squeeze them together and like fold them up. Then just completely duplicate the build because these are identical. Alright, with those done, now we can assemble the thing. So what we're going to do is first of all, we're going to attach this part onto here. Just going to slide it into there like that. Then we're going to take each foot, attach it to the ball joint like so. Pretty snug fit. Just right. Do the same with the other. There we go. Then attach each one of these, and then attach these gray sockets to these ball joints on the side, on each side of this part. Attaching it like so, making sure that the red sides are pointing down, away from opposite direction of these fin parts. Then you just do the same with the other. Tap these two legs together. And then flip this part up. Now what you also can do is you can take this off and attach this instead. But that's more for transformation purposes, which we'll get into another time. But for now, that'll be it for this video. So, if you enjoyed this model kit adventure, consider to like and subscribe, and maybe even comment if you want. And of course, I will be posting again sooner or later.